There are people who turn communication and interaction into a fucking game. There are always those people. What I see happening with this whole narcissism thing is that it's just the same as with all the spammers and hackers who try to pretend that they constantly try to pretend that they're not the very thing that they are. They'll write to you in the little spammy letters, and they'll say, "I need to know that you're for real. Are you for real? I'm really for real." This is what the spam bots write. "I'm really real. Are you really real? I need to know your information, your personal information, so I can tell that you're not faking me." When in fact, these are the fakers that are sending you this crap. So there's this ongoing game. And it's very much the same in this whole narcissism thing. It's a game. This whole narcissism witch hunt is not that much different from the 1950s communist witch hunt, where if there is such a thing as a narcissist, if there is such a thing as a communist, it's not a physical feature. You can't tell by looking at somebody whether they are or are not a communist, or whether they are or are not a narcissist. If such things in fact exist at all. If there is such a thing as a communist, such a thing as a narcissist. And you get into these interactions, these communications, these back and forths between people saying, "Well, no, you're the narc. No, you're the narc. No, I'm not a narc, but you're a narc. I know you are, but what am I?" All this bullshit. What it comes down to is, look, if you're going to talk to me, you're going to talk to me as a human being to another human being. I'm a human being. I'm presuming you're a human being, and we're going to communicate as two human beings. If you want to conclude that I'm a narcissist, or if I conclude that you're a narcissist, doesn't make any difference. I'm still a human being. You're still a human being, even if you're a narcissistic human being, or even if by your judgment, I'm a narcissistic human being. I'm still a human being, and you should still be able to communicate with me and interact with me as one human being to another. And if you can't do that, if you're going to play this game, "Oh, no, you're the narc. No, you said this and that makes you a narc. No, I know you are, but what am I? No, I'm rubber and you're glue, and no matter what you say, it bounces off of me and bounces back and sticks to you." The same sixth grade garbage. The same fucking garbage that I had to put up with from these bratty bastards that I went to school with in sixth grade. All these creepy little conniving bastards that are probably well defined by the word narcissist used to play this game. "I know you are, but what am I?" And they'd say and do whatever kind of nasty stuff. They'd steal your stuff, or they'd lie, and when you confront them with it, they'd say, "I know you are, but what am I? I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you." And those kids really needed a fucking punch in the jaw is what they needed. But if you were a little kid like me, you didn't do that. And even if you did, they'd say, "Oh, he's a bully. He's picking on you." So you had to put up with that shit. And the fact is, you have to put up with it throughout your life, except not usually that explicit, not usually that blatantly played out as the kids in sixth grade, in my sixth grade, used to play it out, just explicitly, just blatantly. I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but now the grown-ups will do the same shit, but they'll have fancier wording. They'll pretend to be diplomatic and using procedure and diplomacy and all that shit, but they're playing the same goddamn game. "I know you are, but what am I? I'm rubber and you're glue." So if somebody's going to get into an argument, somebody's going to start pointing a finger at me and saying, "Oh, you're a narc because you said this and you said that. Oh, you're a narcissist because you said we're planning and you shouldn't do that, and because that makes you a narcissist." Fine, call me a fucking narcissist, but talk to me like a human being. Because even if I am a narcissist, I'm a narcissist human being. And even if you are a narcissist, you're a narcissist human being. And maybe if I talk to you like a human being, and interact with you like one human being to another, whether or not either one or both may happen to be narcissistic. That's just a term, it's a descriptive term. We're still two human beings interacting. And if you can't interact with me straight on the level, then maybe I'll tell you to fuck off. Maybe I'll knock your teeth out. Maybe I'll reach that point in my life where I've been putting up with this shit my whole life and I don't need your crap anymore. Or maybe I'll just tell you to go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself with your diagnosis of narcissist, blah, blah, blah. Because what makes your opinion so much more definitive than mine? It's still back to 6th grade. It's still back to, I know you are, but what am I? I'm rubber and you're glue. So, narcissist or not, we can build on the basic premise that we're all human beings, regardless. Even if some of us are nasty human beings, even if some of us are stupid human beings, we're still human beings and we should be able to interact on that level. Whatever else happens as a result, that's for you to deal with. But deal with me as a human being. If you can't do that, then fuck you. I don't need it. I just don't fucking need it. You want to call me a narcissist? That's fine. It's not much different from calling me a communist. Or any other variety of a witch hunt. Of saying, oh, here's this invisible, intangible, not very easily to describe thing that's invisible and you can't see it on a person, but you can know it if you're tuned into the witch radar. If you tuned into the Joseph McCarthy un-American activities, ooh, we can tell, we can feel it with our psychic vibrations, because we're empaths and we have our crystals and our psychic vibrations and our yoga and our blah blah blah. Deal with me as a human being. If you can't deal with me as a human being, then fuck it. Got any other issues? We'll work them out as two human beings interacting and dealing with rationality, for one thing. We'll deal with facts and rationality to work out what's really going on. So there we go. That's it.